Hey guys, this is going. So today I am going to review Age of Ultron. You guys know what Age of Ultron is. I don't even need to go into it. And the story, I'm going to explain it really quickly. It's, basically Iron Man created Ultron and now and now the Avengers have to kind of kill Ultron. That is basically the simple premise. I don't really need to go into all the detail. There is a lot of detail with the movie. You know who stars in it. You know Josh Whedon directed it. I'm not even gonna get into that because everyone knows this movie. So I'm not even gonna name the cast like I usually do. Um, I was I I was of course really looking forward to this movie. I mean, the first trailer looked awesome. I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's just really fun to go to these movies. The spectacle, the action, the story, the characters. I just love these, especially last year. Marvel had a great year, so I was hoping this would be great too. And it was. It was really good, a really fun time, but still not as good as the first Avengers, or not as good as other Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Now, it is a little bit better than Thor: The Dark World and some other movies. Maybe the first Thor. I'm not sure. I have to watch it again, but yeah, it's not as good as some movies, but it definitely is really good, really fun. And Ultron is a kick-ass villain. Ultron steals the movie. Like James Spader does such a great job with his voice. There are no strings on me. Just, just the his motives. He has kind of a humor, and his voice is just so demanding, and it's one of the best comic book villains ever. It's one of the best. I think it is the best Marvel movie villain. I mean, Marvel definitely had some good villains. I mean, I did like Guy Pearce in Iron Man 3. It's kind of a spoiler. Winter Soldier was good. So was and who else? I really like Jeff Bridges as Obadiah Stark and Iron Man. But this is the best one. This movie does have the best villain. And yeah, I just thought he was really good. All the actors have great chemistry. I like that they gave Hawkeye more of a story arc. I thought I liked what they did with him. I liked how they developed him, how they made him more interesting. And yeah, I thought he was really good. I liked a lot of the backstories, a lot of the emotional stress between these characters. All the main heroes are great no matter what. They just are. Now my problems with the film, it does feel a little bit rushed. And yeah, it feels like rushed, feels forced. I'm like, okay, did that really need to happen? A lot of people love the Andy Serkis scene. I wasn't really a fan of it. I thought Andy Serkis did fine. He's Andy freaking Surface. Andy Surface. No, he's Andy Serkis. He's a he's a he's a really great actor. But I mean, he is. I mean, it's like really this is the villain for Black Panther because he plays Claw. And there was just scenes like that bothered me, but some of it's kind of nitpicking. Some of it's like kind of took me out of the movie. I didn't get taken out of the movie because I'm like, okay, this is kind of dragging on. Hurry it up, hurry it up. Where the Avengers moved at a really good pace, this one kind of felt, kind of slow. Um, and I didn't like the post end credit scene, the post end credit scene. Like there was one, but I didn't like that wasn't one tagged by the very end. I just really didn't like that. I know it's a nitpick and it's not a big deal, but I just didn't like that. But like I said, it's a fun comic book movie. Oh, also the twins. Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen did a really good job with with playing the twins. I didn't like their accents, so their accents were horrible though. But they still gave good performance. Like I said, an actor can give a good performance and not a good accent. Because a performance isn't by your accent. I mean, it definitely does take a little bit away from the performance, but it doesn't take it completely. If you can really engross me in a character, if the character's written really well, and you play the character well, you play who the character is, you could pull it off. But if it's like I'm Russian and I'm Russian, kind of like it's like they were like it was like they tried to keep it, but they couldn't. Like I just hope in the sequel they kind of fix that problem, but probably not. And like I said, it's a fun blockbuster. Not as good as Avengers 1, not as good as a lot of other movies. Hell, I might even like Iron Man 3 a little bit more. Um, but I'm not sure, but I loved Iron Man 3 when I saw it in theaters. I haven't seen it as a whole in a while, so it might change on me. But I really enjoyed this movie. It was really fun. Um, I'm gonna give it an A minus. It definitely is a great blockbuster, and of course, see this movie. It's just a a perfect fun blockbuster, and yeah, I'm gonna see it again. It's one of these movies it's worth seeing again. All right, guys, that's my review. Like, subscribe, and bye.